Hey guys, what's going on? So we're here at the Boonville Night of Fair for their evening derby. If you guys haven't seen the afternoon derby, go ahead and watch it. There's going to be some cars returning from that derby, as well as ones we've seen in the past at Lewis County Fair, and then there's going to be a lot of new fresh ones here. So let's go ahead and get started with this Prelude. We got the truck heat right in front of me now. Got the 90s Suburban. I believe this may have ran either last week in Lewis County. I believe it did. Next to that, we got another Silverado. This is a newer body style Silverado, and I just want you guys to take note about how far that motor sits back in there. It really does sit far back in there. Might be able to use the front end quite a bit before he has any real issues. Pretty good tires on it too. Not too bad. Over here we got a Suburban, which I believe was here last year. This Suburban ran, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Got a Ford F-150. I believe this did run last week in Lewis County. Certainly looks like it. Frame's starting to bend on it. Oh, let's see. Got a Sienna sitting over there. There's also a raffle car sitting over there. I'm not going to do the raffle tonight, unfortunately, but that's because it's a Ford Focus, but you guys already know how I feel about Ford Focuses. I've got a car. Got a Ford Crown Victoria right here. Cow car. Saw this last week at Lewis County Fair. If you don't know what I'm referring to, go ahead and check my videos in the playlist of 2024. You'll see just before this fair comes up, you'll see Lewis County Fair. Look at that big old bumper. Holy cow, I bet you that thing's gonna hold up okay. This looks like a GM product, if I were to guess, and it is an Oldsmobile. Okay. Probably, I think, what do they call these? The Custom Cruiser or something of that nature? I can't remember what exactly it was, but it's the Boogeyman. We'll see. This is gonna be best of show. Ford F-150, once again, into like a, I think they're possibly going for some type of, well, obviously polka dot theme. Dodge Grand Caravan. Big fan of the spray foam this guy is. See if that holds up. Back of him, we got a Chevy Impala, once again, with another rotted out bumper. That seems to be really common. But we'll see how that one holds up. Once again, usually if they're rotted that much up front, usually, and around the wheel wells there, they'll be pretty soft underneath, so we'll see. Over here we got another Chevy Impala. These cars are becoming more and more popular as the years go on, obviously. The only thing that sucks about them really is the fact that they rust so bad, but also the aluminum suspension up front and limp mode and stuff like that. You got to build them a little bit. Got a Dodge Caliber right there. That thing, those things are rocks in the back. They really are tough. Behind that we got a Subaru. This is a Legacy, I think. And then on the right of that we got a Chrysler Sebring. Behind that we got a Grand Prix, which is, that thing is rotten. Take a look at that. Oh boy. That would be interesting to see how this thing folds. Yeah, oh yeah, it's rotten. You can see by the pillars there and all the seams. We'll see how that thing folds. That's gonna be fun. Got a Ford Fusion here. These things are pretty tough cars. They got a nice front frame on them, and back frame's pretty good too. Pretty decent cars, seem to do okay. Got a Ford Focus right there. Like the paint job, just too bad it's on that car. But you guys already know how I feel about them. Got a Grand Am right behind that. Behind that we got a Honda Civic. This is, once again, going to be your best to paint through here. Got a Tom and Jerry, kind of a, you got Daffy Duck on there. Go ahead and go back to this side. Once again, another Ford Fusion. This may have actually been at Lewis County last week. I'm not sure. I can't recall if that was there or not. Behind that Grand Prix, we got a Chevy Impala. So we're gonna have quite a few these Chevy Impalas here tonight. Got a Kia Soul. Now you wouldn't think these would be okay, but actually the one I saw, man, it put up quite a fight. These back ends, I'm sure, are going to be pretty much like a wall. Got another Chevy Cavalier as well. I don't know what it is about this year, but I've been seeing more and more of these Chevy Cavaliers. They're nice, cheap cars, and they're easy to build. So can't say I'm too surprised. And yet another Chevy Impala. Pimpala. There you go. We'll see. It looks like this one's definitely, it had to have been in a Derby already. So I wonder if that was there last week as well. A Buick Lucerne, big cars. Hey, yeah, the Trump. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that one won the best of show. We had a Trump car win the best of show earlier. We have a Buick. I wonder if he'll be running tonight because he got pulled out of the ring. He originally pulled into the ring and then got pulled right back out. So we'll see if this thing is going to run or not. So hopefully he does. I hope to see also this Chrysler 200 come back. I wonder if it bent the frame at all up front. I am curious about that. Nope, didn't move it. Over here, got a Honda Odyssey, a real beat up Honda Odyssey, driven by, once again, the Boogeyman. Next to that, we have another Honda Odyssey. These Honda Odysseys are getting to become very popular. They have okay front suspensions. I like this apron here. Only problem is if it gets shoved back, it gets shoved into that tire possibly, but I don't know. But they have pretty good front frames on them, and obviously Honda motor. They're gonna take some good heat. Got a Chevy Trailblazer. These are becoming very, very popular in the Derby world. Next to that, we got a good old-fashioned Dodge Grand Caravan, but this is actually a newer body style. Less desirable. People more desire these Honda Odysseys versus these newer Caravans just because they do have a lot of wiring issues, but I still think these are probably some of the toughest vans are these Dodge Grand Caravans. Got a Grand Cherokee right there. I got a Hyundai Santa Fe. Oh, we got more vans back here too.
You get all the heats earlier?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Right here we got a bunch of Dodge Grand Caravans all lined up in a row here. So here's your newer style. This one, that one, and this one. And you got your older body style. And just take a note of the frame on this versus the newer ones. Granted, there's going to be some rust in this one, but notice that this is all metal. And over here, when in the fiber, or what I'm talking about is the area, the core support is metal on these. This is actually a 3.8. So this must be a town and country, I would bet. And then on these newer Caravans, plastic. And they have, I think, an equally as good a frame, but it is pretty easy to kink them over one way or the other because it doesn't have a subframe. And I also think they have more aluminum motor mounts, but I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that one. But we have quite a few of these newer style Caravans. They went for so many years. That's one of the reasons why they're so popular, because you can get them real cheap, and they went for so many years. Parts are plentiful. But like I said, electrical issues kind of plague them, as they do on the road as well. Got a Chevy Equinox right here. I know that frame out of any of these vehicles. These Chevy Equinoxes are okay. Compared to a Caravan, though, they're not very strong. The front suspensions are also aluminum, as they are in the Dodge Grand Caravan too, but you see a lot less of them snap suspensions versus these GM brittle aluminum spindles snap, which we'll see if this one has the same issue. These are quite a bit, I believe, bigger spindles, so hopefully they'll be able to take more abuse, but we'll see. This one's a little bit rotten on the bottom of that unibody frame though, so we'll see. If I missed your car, I apologize, but like I always say, you weren't back here, so unfortunately I didn't get you. So it should be a pretty good show. We got pretty decent lineup for tonight. Not too many cars, so hopefully it won't be too long of a night. This Derby does start at 7, but I think we're in for a pretty good show. The weather once again has stayed good, so maybe we'll have some good hitting, and I'm sure that Van Heat always seems to deliver. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the Derby. Bye-bye, everybody.